Hi guys, good to have you all back. So, for the past couple of weeks, my creative brain was craving pink and colorful, bright, cute, fluffy, sweet. Sometimes it does that. The only thing that I can do when that happens is to just indulge it. I did, and it's completely satisfied. Thank goodness until the next time, guys, because you never know when this might happen again. So, a lot of you guys are now relieved. A sigh of relief. Thank goodness that is over, right? Yeah, until next time, because that happens sometimes. Back to normalcy means vintage, neutral, grungy, a little bit of color. Yeah, so I have a project in mind. Let me tell you what the project is and the inspiration for it. This morning, I went to my archive to get some inspiration. Works every time, guys. I'm so happy with the archive. And I found this envelope. It's a vintage envelope from 1959. Guys, you don't need a vintage envelope. A normal one will do. A little bit bigger one. I believe this came in Happy Mail. Most likely, one of my friends found this, noticed my family name on it, and the city that I was born and raised in. Yeah, and they immediately thought of me, obviously. So it landed on my desk. Now, I've been looking at it. This is not immediate family. It probably is distant family because we all come from Rotterdam. But I don't have an uncle or a cousin or anything like it with a name starting with P from that era. Yeah. So I'm going to use it today. What are you going to make? I'm going to make a folio. A trifold folio, pocket thingies, lovely decorating. Let's see what we can come up with. For the base, loves, you just need a bigger envelope. Yeah. Doesn't matter if it is opened here, here, or here, as long as it is not opened here. Yes. If you don't have envelope, attach two pieces of A4 sheets together, or use that size, or what have you. Yeah. Okay. Let me show you the other supplies that we're using. I'm going really vintage today. I have taken out some vintage papers, most likely from Sophie. Well, this is German, this is French, and I have a couple of those, so I'm allowed to play with them. So some papers, you could also use some scraps or what have you. If you have some beautiful vintage stuff, just use some vintage stuff, some papers, yeah? And then I came across this one, has this stamp on it. Lovely color. It's like speckled egg, teal, gray, blue, steel blue, whatever, bluish color. And that is going to be my sort of accent color. Yeah, so I have taken out some washi tapes in that color, some piece of ephemera. I have some scraps from file folders. I don't know. Oh, some labels. I have these labels. Those are mine. Some more vintage stuff. I even have some ink out that I think is going to be sort of the same color. Weathered wood. I don't know. I'm going to use some hardware. I'm going to do some stamping. I have taken out this from my stash. This is a vintage photo, the digital kit that I've used on some images. I might use some of the images on here. I don't know. I even have some 49 and market out. The color swatch eucalyptus because of the color. I have some ribbons. I have some acetate. I don't know, guys. You never know. Yeah. Hardware for sure. Ruler knife, glue, scissors. I have some stamps out. This from Tony with the lines on it. Love this one. And a very old one from Mr. Tim Holtz. I was looking for some not handwritten, but more typed, because this is all typed and not handwritten. So I have some of this, you know, numbers. What else? Who knows? But for the base, you're gonna need an envelope, yeah? You can also try this with a piece of 12 by 12. That will work, but it will look completely different. Ruler, knife, glue, scissors. Is that it? I am going to use a scoreboard, simply just for measuring. Okay, let's get started. Grab yourself an envelope, yeah? I'm going to give you the measurements of mine, but it can be a little bit smaller or bigger. The envelope was opened here. It is all ripped and what have you. That's quite right, love. That's bonus. We like this, yes? I am going to open up my envelope here, here, and here. Yes, so this is going to be attached only on the bottom. Yeah, these are the measurements for my envelope. This is almost 12, nearly 12, like a millimeter or something like it, by, let's say, 8, a 12 by 8. Yeah, now the height of it, don't make it that short, but if it is 7 or 6, that'll do. So a piece of scrapbook paper will actually do a 12 by 12. Yes, then you have 6 height. Okay, but we need to make a trifold, which means I need to divide this in 3. Well, 12 is a pretty good number to divide. 4, 4, 4. Yeah, 4, 4, 4. But first, I'm going to open up. So see if you can find a big envelope. Just measure it. The height is whatever you want it to be, loves. And then the width of it, well, do at least 10. Yeah. So you have 3 and something, 3 and something, 3 and something. I'm opening it up. Oh, there's no more blade than this, love. Okay. Careful, careful. Now the envelope is pretty brittle. Because it's from 1959. It's not that thin, but it's thinner. So I really need to reinforce it. I'm going to reinforce it with Collage. That's why I have the beautiful papers out. Also, this envelope was from a company that made engagement rings. So apparently one of my relatives got married. Congratulations to you. Perfect. So you fold it open now. There you go. I want this to be the cover, right? Are you going to make it this big? No. These are actually, I'm going to fold this up a little bit later. On this side, I'm going to have a side-loading pocket there. On this side, I'm going to have a side-loading pocket there. And in the middle, I'm going to have a big sort of top-loading pocket. Yeah? But first, we need to do a little bit of scoring. It's going to be a trifold. This is 12. So I'm going to score at 4 and at 8. So 4, 4, 4. You don't really need to do measuring, loves. You could also sort of fold it in. But, well, actually you do. I think you do need some measuring. Yeah. For the bottom part. Only the top part. Score only the top part, not the bottom part. Because these will have different sort of scores. I was thinking of doing the scoring now, but actually, yeah, I'm going to do the scoring, but I might have to rescore it because I'm also going to cover it up with beautiful papers. But let's just score it. 4. Careful, 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 because this is very thin, brittle paper. 4, yes, and then here at 8. Yes. This flaps here, this flaps there. Trifold. What are you going to do with the bottom part? Well, the bottom part, I am going to score a little bit different. Yeah, in the middle, I'm going to have a sort of pocket with a top-loading pocket. But I want to make big gussets, so that has lots of room to put stuff in. Yeah? Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm going to score at 4. Actually, I'm going to score at 4. Are you? Yeah. Oh, I could have scored it all along. But it needs extra scores. So 4 and 8. Yes. That is going to be the width of this pocket. Most likely a little bit less. But the actual gussets that I'm making, I'm going to make them 1 inch. Are you sure? Yes. 1 inch. So 1, yes, 1. Just do 1. 1 and 2. So at 3 and at 9. Yeah? Okay. Bottom part. Here's what we're doing. We only need 2 cuts. I'm going to cut at the ends here. Here and here. Are you? Yeah, I am. Was that confusing? Well, it was confusing to me. Okay. Not all the way to the top, loves. No, 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 no. Just here and here. I don't know if it was the smartest thing to do all the scoring before we do all the covering of the papers, but we'll find out. One, the outer part, not the inner part, the outer part. And here's the other one. 2. Did it go all the way through? Not here. Okay, so when we fold this up, these are going to be side loading pockets. Yes, I think I'm going to make them smaller, the tiniest bit smaller. And then this is going to be folded in, which means I need to cut it here. Just this inch here. Yes, like so. And like so. We're going to miter it as well. Yeah. So this is going to be folded in. And this is going to be folded in. And then this is going to be folded up. Yes. Pocket 1. Pocket 2. Pocket 3. Trifold. I should have made a prototype. I didn't. I just thought it would work. It would work. I am going to make it a little bit shorter so it has an easier entrance. Yeah? And this I'm going to make the tiniest bit smaller. Just like maybe there. Let's just line it up. I'm not measuring. I'm eyeballing at the moment. There. Careful, careful, careful. And there. Are you going to fold it over? Oh, yes, why not? Come on. Be careful, loves, because... See, it's almost falling apart. That's why I have some washi tape out. For some reinforcing as well. Yes. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Now you can make these the exact same size. Doesn't really matter, loves. Doesn't really matter. Now, this is very raggedy and tatty and stuff. I have thought about this. And I think I want to add... I need to add a straight line. So I might do this behind it. Or something in a color. This came from a digital kit from, well, a while ago. I think it's the Weird and the Wonderful. Also like this color. Yeah? Are you going to cut this off? I am. How much? Doesn't really matter. 2 inches. Sure. Let's do 2.5. Why not? We're here. I'm going to keep it because I might make another pocket here. Oh yes, look at that. Double pocket, pocket, pocket. Win-win situation. Perfect. So this is sort of the idea that we're making. Yeah, this goes here, here, and here. But now I'm going to use the other papers, these ones, to cover some parts. Not all of it, because some I really, I'm not covering up this. But the inside, I'm going to cover the inside completely with more like collage style. This is going to be the fun part, also the hard part, because I have to rip into these. These are even from 1932, almost antique, right? Okay, before I do this, I am going to sort of concentrate on this tatty edge, yeah? So, I could leave it like this, but I'm not going to. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to put this one there. But there's white. No, there's not, because this is going to be folded over and also going to have something here. Yeah? Okay. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. I need sort of a straight edge. Yes, 12. I made it 12. So I'm gonna glue this here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Good morning, Art. Yes, do you want this? Oh, you want this. Yes. Oh, forgot to ink. It really does need a little bit of inking. That way. Okay. I'm lining it up on the lines of my mat. Here's one. I think I want to have this color on the other side. This one is not, it has a thingy there. Oh, we're going to lose the thingy. It will also make it a lot sturdier. Knife, please. Yes. I want the rusty part. Of course you do. Because that is the fun part. Just gonna do this. No, you're gonna make a straight edge here. Because you can only cut from the top part. Did I make it too long here? Tiny bit, tiny bit. You see this? Yes, I made it too long. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Inking. Make sure you ink them together, so no white lines, please. Well, otherwise more inking. This one's a little bit wider. Okay, there you go. You stay there. You go there. It's still too long. Feel like a hairdresser. Still too long. Take off a tiny bit. Yes. There you go. Yeah, has a lovely edge here. And now also on... Oh, I love the other side. That's just basically perfect. This was the sort of the hardest part. There we go. I really want this piece, but I also really want the post stamp to be visible. So if we fold this in, oh, it will be visible either way because it doesn't, oh, yeah, well. Then I'm gonna do this. All the way over there? No, no, no. Here. I thought you were collaging. Sure. I am, right? I'm sort of collaging. Yeah. Did I make it too long? Of course you did. I'm going to make it a tiniest bit shorter. Because I will also add some washi tape on the bottom for more sturdiness. Yeah, washi tape. Okay. Because this is thin paper, do not look at the back. I have 5 or 6 of these. So. I'm using glue stick. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks cool. We need another piece here. Is this one long enough? It is basically perfect. Yeah. A little more glue here. Yeah. Okay. I'm overlapping it for the tiniest bit. There we go. And this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. Perfect. I love it. What else do we have? I have this one. Well, done. Done. But I also want a second pocket on here. I am going to remove the tiniest bit from the top. Oops. This goes here. Where did I leave the other part? And then we have this one that goes there. So this needs another piece. Okie dokie. Oops, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. Put glue on here. It's the tiniest bit wider, but I'm quite alright with it because I really love the sort of edge on this one. And also like the fact that it sticks out a little bit. And then this one. What? Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look. But we don't need to cover up the whole bit. That's cute. However, it's not straight. Knife, please. I think this is straight. No, no. A tiny bit more. Okay. Love it. I'm going to fold it over. It will leave for a nicer edge as well. There we go. Yes. Holding this back. And this one. Oh, lovely. Mitering. 1 and 2. So this is going to go here. Are we already loving it? Well, I am. And this needs tape. Let's see what we have. I have some of Tony's. A speckled egg type of. Yeah, I'm going to put it here. This goes there. Do we want a little bit of tape here on the bottom? We do. I'm going to use Tony's or something else. think I'm going to use Tony's. Yes, yes. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. I am going to glue this on first. Not the other part, because I might want to, I have some ephemera pieces that I want to put here and there underneath, and you know. But this one is done. I'm going to add a little something there. Okay, art. Wherever art there, art. There we go. Ooh, there's a blob of glue there. There we go. Pocket, pocket. Pocket, pocket. Perfect. On these two pockets, before I glue them down, I want to do a little bit of stamping. Now I am going to sort of glue these on themselves, onto themselves, so they're a little bit sturdier. I do need to miter them. There. They're there. Careful, love. Careful, careful. Remember, old paper. Yeah. Just need glue stick for this. Going to have a little bit of a problem here, because it's starting to rip. But that's quite all right, because we can add a little something. Yeah, boo-boo tape. Woo. Well, boo-boo tape it is. Yeah, okay, so before I glue them on, here and here, I want to do a little bit of stamping. So I have the Mr. Tim Holtz one out with all the numbers, because I love myself some numbers. I have this one here. This one has never been used. I got this in Happy Mail from someone. And this one here. Yeah. Okay. I am not going for weathered wood. I'm going to do my old classic fallen leaves. There we go. It's been, well, how many months? Well, it's been a while. Oops. Upside down, right side up. Well, here we go. There's something. Well, these are very old stamps from Mr. Tim Holtz. See that? 10% on a Tim Holtz collection. Normally it has like the image on the back. But not back in the day, apparently. There's one. Let's do the other one. Is that big enough? It's a perfect fit. That way? Well, I think so. Doesn't really matter. It's on its side anyway. Yes. Ooh, lovely. And I think I want one here. But for this, I'm going to take out Tony stamps. Caution, caution, caution. Okay. Sorry, noises. I do not want to stamp. On the background. Caution, like so. We need something underneath. Scrappy piece of paper, thank you. Careful, love, there's ink there. Do you see it? I see it. There you go. Caution. Wow, there was caution. Believe me, there was. Okay, yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to glue them down. I might add a piece of ephemera here and here. Yeah. I made a small mistake. Yes, this one here, I was supposed to glue there. Didn't. So this means now the pocket is going to be less deep, a little bit more shallow, but that's quite all right. Do you want to have this stick out? No, because then it will stick out too much. And on the top, please. There's one. There's a part here sticking out of the tape. See this? Bothers me. That's quite all right. We're going to put something over it. Oh my gosh, did I put it in the ink? Most likely. There you go. And this one as well. I think I'm going to add some washi tape to this edge. No, I'm not going to. I think it's going to be fine. I also refolded it, lovies. Yeah, this goes up. This goes in here. This goes there. Now, this is smaller. I needed to make it smaller because of the pocket here. But that's quite all right. Because I also figured I have this part of a file folder, which is the color that I want to use. And it has some writing on it, but I'm going to cover it up with something. I'm just going to make it longer as sort of a flap. That is also a tuck. The answer to that is yes, please. Okay, the bigger one then. 1, 2. A flap tuck. Flap tuck. Oh, I should not have glued the pocket down. No, because that would have been a fantastic. Can I still remove it? Oh, I can. Can you? Yes. Careful. Yeah. Because I actually want to attach these with eyelets. Yes, brilliant. I want to cover this up with washi tape. Then you need to punch it again. That's quite all right. I need to re-punch it. Will we see the writing? I think it will be fine. No, we're fine. Yeah, so this goes here and this goes here. And then, oh, it's lovely. And then we're going to attach it with eyelets. So before we put it on, I am going to do a little bit of decorating. I'm going to use the other stamp from Mr. Tim Holtz, this one, with all the typewriting stuff on it. I'm going to do this. Yeah. I'm going to do it again. This tiny bit here. There you go. There's one. And I also have these out. I think I'm going to attach this here. Yes, and then fold it over. Sure, why not? Just glue stick, if I can find it. It's here. I haven't done stamping in a while, and I noticed it because I just keep They're just here, and I just dipped my whole project in one of them. Look at that, more smudge. Bonus. Let's just think of it as a bonus. Okay. I really wanted to keep the edge there. There we go. We fold it over. We can. I'm going to trim it. Now it says, ouchie. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to cut this all around. Do a little bit of inking. Oh, it's too long here. It's too long. Oh, that's quite all right. We can trim it off. Also, I put this on upside down, but you don't notice it. No, it's the whole world upside down. Let me trim it. So it will go here, but before I put this on, I think I want to cover up the 42. I don't like the 42 part. I'm going to put this here. Will that work with the address? Whoa, I need to go a little bit higher, because I really do not want to cover up my family name. Let's first do this part, so I am sure. It says, please don't fold. Excuse me. Folded it. My bad. There we go. Oops, oops. It's covering up the written 42. Didn't like that one. There we go. And then we're going to attach this here. I could do the center, but I'm not going to do the center. I'm going to do it here. Yeah. So I am going to use glue as well, because I also want this to function as a pocket. So I'm adding glue here. I could do this, but here's where the eyelets will be. Hopefully I can reach. I'm going to line this one up with the other edge. There we go. Yeah. So, oops, 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 oops. Don't be stuck down. Okay. Big project. I want eyelet here and here and here and here. Hopefully my crocodile will reach. Let me get rid of all the other stamps first. So the bottom part is going to be a little bit difficult, because if I want them just through this part and not the pocket, yeah, I cannot reach. So here's what I'm doing. First I'm going to do the top half. And I want two, because, you know, could also do 3. No, I'm doing 2. Okay. One here. One here. Is this necessary? Of course it is not. I got a comment on an older post with a lady that just didn't understand junk journaling. What is the purpose of this junk journaling? Doesn't make any sense. What do you use it for? It's just useless. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that what we love to do is absolutely useless. Oh, I love it. It's great, right? Yeah. So we could do 2 things. Don't do them on the bottom, or do them just through the... So I'm going to do the... Yeah. But first, glue inks. Oh, that's on crooked. It is what it is. Sorry guys, I might be a little bit out of frame because it is a big project, bigger than I expected. Well, a tall one. And there we go. Do we want them on the bottom? Oh, I'm not even going to. No, it is what it is. Okay, there, blah, blah, blah. Then we have this. And this one, now it's lovely. It says engagement rings, but I don't really want engagement rings. Been married for a while now. Do we want to put this on? Then you need to cut on it. I could do the same. This one here as well. Ooh, but I do want this on here. It just looks weird. Oh, I think I'm going to find maybe an image. I've taken out these. These I made a couple of months ago with my vintage photo kit. Yeah, I just put the stickers over images. Now here's a little bit of a problem because this is on the other side, so it also needs to fold. I don't know how well these will fold, but I'm going to try. You can always try. That one will fit, that one will fit. Ooh, that's a little bit big, isn't it? It's cool though. Love her. Love her. I'm gonna do her. Yeah. She's not from 1952 or 59. No, no. But we don't care. I'm gonna round corners because the inside of these are rounded. So I'm gonna round the outside as well. Woo! Well, it's layers and layers. I don't think my punch really likes this. At all. At all. Okay. I have another punch. Scissors. That wasn't smart. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. Here's the problem. Yeah, it needs to be. I'm just going to do that part. It needs to be folded. So I'm going to fold it. Bone folder. I'm hoping it will stay on. Fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed. Okay, lots of art glitter glue. I'm almost through this one. I need to grab a new one. Hopefully still available because winter months are coming. Elevator music. Go from Ipanema or something else. Elevator music while we wait. Okay, 3 hours later, there we go. There we are. I still have the lovely address from the World Trade, the former World Trade Centers in Rotterdam. We have new ones now. This is next to the central station. Yeah, it's a really beautiful building. Does it stay? Does it want to stay? It stays. There we go. Oh, she's lovely. Fantastic. I need to glue on this pocket and do a little bit of decorating. Now, before I glue this on, I think I want to add a little something like this. Yeah, we made this a couple of weeks ago. And now I'm going to use it. And I'm going to attach it with a small little brad. There we go. Yes. I mitered the corners on the pockets So now I can glue in the pockets. I do not have space to put, I was like, oh, let's put something underneath. Yeah, sure, you don't have any room. Do we need to, no, they don't stick out. I did not miter them, but they're not sticking out, so it's quite all right. There we go. I also want something here. There's already a post stamp there. Do you want another one here? Yeah, 1973. All sorts of generations are on here. Yep. You go there. Yeah, we needed a bit of boo-boo tape. Maybe some green. I have some of these greenish blue. You want to cut it? Ooh, I have a big one. There you go, big one, there. I actually need to fold it over. Yeah, boo-boo tape, well, it has nothing to do with the digital itself. It has to do with the transparent sticker sheets that I have printed them on. They do not want to be folded. They don't like it, same with this one. So I need to press it well. There you go. Nothing will ever rip here ever again. Ever. Okay, well, if you say so. This one here. What do we want here? I prepped some stuff, love. I'm going to put this one here. Yeah, a little bit more inking. I just distressed it, and this came from Mr. Tim Holtz Keepsakes ephemera packs. I put it on the back because sometimes I take out ephemera from these pouches that I have and I don't use it, and then I'm like, but what was the ephemera pack? So I put the names on the backs of these. Yeah, I have a rub-on that says important. Very important. You could use sticky. Oh, this is old paper. Sometimes these rub-ons do not want to stick to the old paper. So that might be a problem. But not today. There you go. Important. What do we want here? I have this big piece. Yeah. Did a little bit of distressing. I'll glue it here. Memoir. That was the ephemera pack. Memoir. Now, I don't know, because, you know, as you probably sort of know, Tim Holtz is no longer designing for Ideology and Sizzix and Ranger and, you know, the whole shebang. Will there be more ephemera packs? I don't know. I think I want a label here. Sticking out. Yep. Just a little bit of decorating. Yes, label here. This one? Don't know. I might get back to it. What do I want here? Oh, let's do this one first because I have an idea. I want a frame around the address because, you know, my relative lives here. So I've taken out one of Mr. Tim Holtz's frames. Yeah, I also have some myself that I make myself. I love making these, but I'm also trying to use up some stuff from other designers and, you know, craft supplies. And I was thinking to have it stick out, but then it would be white on the other side. So I put on tape. There we go. Ooh, I I also wanted something underneath. I'm gonna glue it on here, stick it here, here, and here, but not here because I also want this underneath. See that one? Yes, cutesies. Also from Memoir. And I'm gonna put it, oops, it's not even stuck down. Here. I really want a 12 on. Here. Yep. So now you have, oh my gosh. I don't know, this is art glitter glue. This should be stuck by now. Yeah. What do we want here? I have a rub-on. A smaller one. Just for a little bit of background idea. I'm gonna put this on here. Yes. Why isn't the... I think my art glitter glue might be getting a little bit old. I only buy these small ones. There are refills, guys, but it takes me so long. By the time I get to my refill, the refill is also no longer real art glitter glue. So I think these last me like 4 months, 5 months. Well, a long time, I can tell you, a long time. So I need to grab myself another one soon. See, a little bit of background interest. And oh, I also had this sort of washi sticker. Label, label, label. Oops, 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 oops. Don't put the label on upside down. I won't, I won't. And there we go. I have this small thing in here. Do we want to add something else? That's the same color. Nope. Here, 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 here. What do we want here? Here's what I want. I want to add this, yeah, but I cannot put it through with a brad because there's a pocket here. So I was thinking I'm just going to cut off a piece of cardstock. Yeah. And I'm going to, you don't even need to glue it, no. Hide it underneath all of this. Then I'm going to poke a hole. All sorts of stuff that I figured out. There you go. Add a brad, because that's what we wanted to do. Yeah. And then glue it on. Ta-da. But make sure the piece of cardstock does not stick out. There you go. What else do we have? I have more of these. A little bit too long. Yes. So I'm going to rub something on there, and I have a very small piece left that I'm going to put here of the rub on together with, oh no, I do not want to cover up the, well, just this one then, just this. I've added a couple more rub-ons. That's just boring to watch, guys, so I was like, well, let's just put them on. So a couple more pieces that I want to add, like this over here. Lovely sort of foliage. There we go. And I'm trying to do everything in sort of the same color, so just one color. And tiny little stamped label thingy. Just some finishing touches. Yeah. And then over here, I think I'm going to add this one. I did the rub-ons here, 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 a little bit here, here, even some of these. They were in the pack. I was like, why not? And then just add some tiny little elements here and there. Yeah, look, rub-on. I already did this one. Another one of these. There you go. I think we only have one piece left here. Yes. So I'm going to do a little bit more decorating here. I cut this one out. Another lady with the vintage photo stickers. So it looks like an old photograph. So there we go. I'm going to put her on there. I cut this piece. This was a washi sticker, but it was way too big, so I just cut half of it off because why not? I actually want this sort of underneath here. Is that still an option? Of course it is. There we go. And this one goes here, and then I don't know. This, a little bit of inking around the edges. There we go. I think that's it. This is the back. Yes, this is the front. Doesn't need anything on the front. Yeah. This, it needs a this. Why? Because I do not want to put it away. So I'm just gonna glue it on. There you go. Yeah? Oh, it's cool, right? I really like it. Fantastic. Let's quickly look at the end result. I added a couple more bits and bobs, guys. I added some boo-boo tape here and there, and I used the weathered wood with my splatter stamp, so a little bit more splatter stamping here and there. It's just great, guys. Pockets. Yes, let me have a card. This is the front. You have a pocket here, big pocket here. You open it up, then you have a big pocket there. Yes, another piece of boo-boo tape and the splatter stamping. Then you flip this open. We have pocket here. We have pocket here. We have pocket here. Splatter stamping. This was moving about. Didn't want it to move about. So just stay. Yeah? Okay, great. And then this is the back. Absolutely love it. I was really happy to be playing with vintage items again. And I love that we combined it with, well, the new stuff. Okay, guys, that's it for today. But I'll be back again this Sunday. Let me share what is going to happen this Sunday. This Sunday, I have a small thrift haul from a very unusual thrift shop with an even more unusual concept. It is the Stichting Mooizooi in the Netherlands. It has a backstory. I'm going to tell you all about it. Then one of my Instagram orders came in from a Wendy at Vide Grenier. She sells the most beautiful vintage and antique ephemera and junk journal supplies. And I do believe she ships worldwide and also accepts PayPal as payment. Now, speaking of Instagram shops, this Sunday, finally, a brand new shop is opening. The new shop sells these beauties. I've been playing with the bone folders already, but I have not played with the daubers just yet. But the shop is finally open, so I can play with them. These are daubers, guys, for inking and distressing. It will also fit your sanding disc. They're just gorgeous. All of them are unique, individually handcrafted. Beautiful. Now I will have lots more information on this Sunday, so make sure you watch this Sunday. Yes, have a fantastic weekend and I'll see you then. Bye, guys.